Today, we are doing something very exciting. We got a garage upgrade happening, and there's a lot of things we get that are boring or we don't use that often or you just need it every once in a while, but this is a product that we use all the time. Boom! Right there, we got the Giraffe Tools Grand Falls pressure washer. This is the Pro model. Now you're wondering, because I posted a video, I don't know, a year, 2 years, we've had it for a while. The original model, which has been an absolute lifesaver in our garage. You see us use it pretty much all the time, and we use it even more off camera. It is truly a lifesaver in the garage. And they came out with the Pro model, and I was like, dude, we gotta get that. So we are upgrading today. Shouldn't be too difficult because we already have the other mounts and everything already set up in the garage for the other one. But we're going to upgrade to this guy today. All right, I brought you up closer for this unboxing because I mean, how are we even going to know what's in here? You know what I mean? It could be a pack of chiclets, could be a pressure washer. We don't know. All right, first layer out. And I can tell you, this thing is heavy. You kind of have to have the team lift on it. It even says it all over the sides. There we go. This has a 100-foot hose reel, which is incredible. Now, I will admit, when we first got the original one, I was skeptical on whether we would really use it, like what the pressure was going to be like, all of those things. And while obviously there's pressure washers out there with more pressure and things like that for the cars and stuff that we do, it has been awesome. This one will be even better with a little bit higher pressure, and they did a bunch of upgrades on the inside. I don't know all the specifics on that, but this thing is supposed to be built really well, and our other one, like I said, has been awesome. Now, I don't know for sure yet, but I do believe that this bracket is exactly the same as the old one, and I think the actual footprint of this machine is the same as our old one. So that means it'll be a real easy swap out here. So if you're looking at upgrading to one, I think you're going to be just fine, but I will confirm once we go inside. All right, Lance is going to team lift that bad boy by himself. I mean,
I'm like two people.
He's like the size of a bus. So we, oh yeah, I think it's all going to mount up perfect. Now, one of the awesome things that I actually had nothing to do with this, on the original video, we just hooked up a hose to this. I don't think I've ever shown this, but we actually hard ran PVC pipe. No, CPVC is not the best plumbing product in the world anymore, but it is what was used. If you didn't watch our video on the Jeep Wrangler, we ended up just plastic dipping a white grill for it, and it came out really, really bad. So we are going to take the plastic dip off of this so that it can be painted. So we are going to test first with the old pressure washer and then with the new pressure washer. Now the old one is, I believe, 2200 PSI, which is still pretty healthy, but the new one is 3300, so significant difference. All right, here's our first try. Now I may just take this thing completely off. We'll see. Switches off on the pressure washer. 1 second. There we go.
And only do half.
Yep. All right, so the original took off a fair amount here. I am using a 25-degree tip. I could go a little bit smaller, but for most people, this is going to be fine. There is definitely a little bit of a price difference between the base one and the Pro. But for around here, with the 100-foot hose, we can pressure wash the deck and do everything around this house. Your house is probably set up different. But yeah, so let's try the new one. So for us, this is going to be pretty easy. A little more difficult probably for you guys if you haven't installed one of these before. Now, we are going to keep using this one, obviously, but since we have two separate garage areas here, you can reach them both with this, but we want to be able to do inside on the other garage, and it'll be nice to have pressure washers in both places. See if it's the same? Now, if you are mounting this at home, obviously you're just going to find a stud or use some wall anchors and put it right up there.
The same.
Yep, I think we're the same. And then obviously the other things that you need to set this up comes with a double-ended hose there so you can get a little extra length from here to your garden hose. We won't need that because we're hooking up directly. And then just everything to set up your wand here. Is wand the right word?
Wand. It's
Yeah. I like to be careful when I'm using the word wand. The rest of the setup's real simple. Handle onto here. Same deal at the end. And then it does have a holder for all of the tips on it, which is really nice. Here's the final setup look. Yes, it looks pretty similar to the one we just replaced, but we do have the foam cannon up here, comes right along with it. Pressure washer gun has a nice mounting point in the rear, obviously retractable hose reel, which is just awesome. If you've ever dealt with a normal, like, pressure washer that you move around, this is way better. Now, we did have to adapt here because there was an adapter before that you could just run from this to this, but they did change the end on this between the old model and this one. Not a problem, but we'll just have to get a different one rather than the hose, but the hose was supplied. All right, new one going in. I will say this one sounds much different than the old one. It actually, the other one sounded like what I would think an electric pressure washer sounds like. This one sounds different, and it's actually a little bit quieter, which is nice. All right, we're going to start over here, and then we'll go over to that and see what the difference is in power. I don't know how well it showed up on camera, but I can absolutely tell the difference between this one and the old one in feel. Like it's pushing way harder on me as I'm going here. As far as the paint, it did take off more for sure, but it also, there's just some really stuck paint on there, so I wasn't expecting it to take all of it off. No, definitely better. We're going to wash the rest of the Jeep now. For this wash, I'm going to use something I've never used before, and that is these pods. I've never used them. They were on clearance. They're NASCAR branded. Has nothing to do with a pressure washer other than it says they are great in foaming guns. So we're going to try it. I know the foaming gun works great because I've used other stuff in it before, but these here are new. So we'll see how it goes, but it does say right there works great with foaming guns. So I guess just probably drop a pod in there and add some water as my guess, and we'll see how it goes. Sure. Now, can you eat these? I think these are edible. They're just like Tide Pods. Lance wanted to check out the pressure washer for a little bit too, so he's just having some fun doing a little extra rinsing off there. But no, it worked great. That NASCAR soap actually worked pretty good, and for the fact I got it on clearance for like just a couple bucks, I was pretty happy with that. And just because I want to show you what we did on the grill, because we were working on it, is Lance took some paint thinner, and that still did not get everything off because that stuff was so stuck on. But the pressure washer, we went to the real, the 15-degree tip, and that's the OEM paint, and it did take that off. So you want to be a little careful when you're getting that close. That was, who did that? Yep. There it is, the new addition to the garage, a sick upgrade. I recognize not probably everybody, if you have the old one, is going to upgrade to the new one, but as much as we do use a pressure washer, this is going to be great, and we really do use this all the time. I wouldn't tell you guys not to go get one. I'm going to put a link down below in case you want to pick it up, even if you just check out the options. They have a couple different options for pressure washers too. And this is the Pro, their top of the line one. Like I said, when we first got these, I was not sure if it was really going to be something that we use, because like it didn't at the time seem like we really needed it, but then once we got it, it's like, man, how do you live without that? Kind of like getting like a garage lift or something like that. So we use it all the time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. check out the pressure washer in the link down below. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so